Welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. If you're new here, thanks for stopping in. Why don't you pull up a chair, top up your coffee, and because we can't pass that puff, smash that like button. So I was feeling a little kind of down this morning, just a little bit, I don't know, melancholy, I guess. The weather here hasn't been the greatest the last couple of days. It's been kind of raining and cold. So, that kind of wears on your bones. So I decided I'd change up my camera angle a little bit. Maybe that will provide a little bit of variety. So this is a general reading. So we're just going to ask a general question. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. I basically just try and open up your mind to scenarios or situations that you could be possibly contending with at the moment or maybe in the near future. So let's have a look here. I've already cleared the space, called in spirit, I've meditated, did all my good stuff. Oh, well, there we go. I didn't even get to ask anything, and we already have the Hanged Man. Spirit Source God, for our vibe tribe here today. Are there any messages, or is there any one particular message that you would like for us to decipher? Again, if you found yourself here on my channel, it's because our energies have synchronized and my video has shown up in your algorithm. So, okay, so now we have the Star. The deck I'm using right now is the 1JJ Marseille. It's I think it's Swedish or no, Switzerland. It's a Swiss take on the French deck. So there's I feel like there's a rejuvenation, maybe a period, maybe you're coming out of a sad period. Coming out of a sad period. No, nothing there. Nothing there. So generally for me, the cards either pop out or when I'm shuffling, they don't want to leave my hand. So it's just a matter of waiting to see what's going to happen, I guess. See, this one doesn't want to go. Justice. Wow, 2 major arcanas. So there's, like I said, I feel like you're at the end of a low point. There could even be this low point. I almost feel like in order for this balance, it's got to happen. This Justice card, this balance is not just a balance for you. I feel like it's a balance for multiple people, or even making something even. Oh, another major arcana, the World. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. Anything else you want to... so if you're enjoying my interpretation of the cards, or if the message resonates with you, please go ahead and leave a comment and let me know where you're watching from. it'd be interesting to see how far videos actually reach. I don't have any special hashtags or anything on my videos. It's just, I'm trying to be as authentic as possible to attract the people that require the messages. Another major arcana, Tower moment, the Tower. This is unbelievable. I think this is for a large collective of people. It feels like this message is for. Oh crap! Okay, let me just rescue those. Yes, this feels to me like it is for a large collective. Those are the two that fell on the floor. So this is the Page of Wands and then the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I want one more of these cards. Then we're going to do some clarifying. Okay, so this is the Eight of Swords. So there's anxiety, and the energy here is the Ace of Wands. This is, I'm just going to put them back on here like that. Okay, so I feel like you're coming off a low, and your energy is starting, or your vibration, so you're hopeful, you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this is coming to a close now. There's going to be an evening, a leveling, a balancing of something has been out of balance for a long time. A long time. This tower here, this tower is, like I said, I think this message is for a larger collective. I feel though it's not a total destruction. It feels like it's so see how the lightning is just, it's pointing, like it's got even an arrow right there saying it's just blowing that off. So it's not taking the tower out right at the base. It's this is where things went wrong. This is what's got to be redone. This is what I'm getting here. I also feel like there is if you look, I don't know if it'll pick it up on the camera, but if you look really closely at this card, if you look in the windows, they're like, they've got like grates on them, or like bars, I guess. And the door looks like it's a tower, so yeah, it's supposed to be secure, but the windows have bars on them, so it's almost like this is a freeing and an attempt at a reset to set you free. I'm also seeing during this tower event, you have to stay vigilant at making sure you are okay. So I've had this type of message before. I'm getting hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Okay, so I'm also getting a little bit of a direction here that these, although are the same in line, they're also two. There's two separate um, directions, instructions, advice. So whatever this is that's coming to a close, it feels like it's very heavy. It has a very heavy energy to it, very draining. And this is where it's like don't let go. Don't let go of hope. Don't let go of don't let go of the visions of your vision of what you would like to have in your life, whether that's monetary, like pentacles, or if you want to go back to school and learn a trade, or maybe even I'm hearing don't give up on those dreams. Things are things are in motion to change. This advice is for this event. So already have this mindset because this is coming. Okay, have this mindset, this is coming. I feel there's going to be a lot of I want to say mixed emotion here. There's there's going to be people that are going to be perplexed, shocked. Even I'm going to use this one for clarification. This is the Smith or Rider Waite, whatever Smith Rider. I I just play the card or deal the cards, read the cards. I don't pay attention to the names. I do I do the ones that I like. I do this one. I like this one. This one's the Gilded Tarot, and this one's the Luna Soul. Okay, so now we have the King of Cups. He's now I say he and she. Okay, that it's the energy and the aura that come from that particular card is masculine or feminine. So he and she is referring to the energy and not to the actual person. Okay. There's some I feel like there's or it sounds to me like there is a lot of hubbub around this King of Cups. It feels like this King of Cups is, I feel like it's an over, a large energy, large in stature, but also large. It engulfs or encompasses a large area, a large area. So they could be, but I feel like they're not, um, for lack of a better word, they're not assholes. Okay, so these two didn't want to leave. So there's the Queen of Pentacles and then the Ace of Pentacles. At this Tower moment, there's opportunities that not everybody, although there's going to be people that are on both sides of this Tower moment. So there's going to be people that are happy that it's happened, and then there's going to be people. I feel as though the amount of people that are sad that it happened or angry, have a negative emotion attached, that it's going to be a smaller percentage of people than the ones that are happy. Then I also feel like there's going to be a group of people in the middle that they don't even know what's going on. They're not paying attention. This Tower moment is going to provide opportunities for prosperity. It's going to provide, but you have to set yourself up for success. Set yourself up for success. So make sure that you have, I'm hearing provisions. So I guess depending on, I guess, your life experience, your life circumstance, that provision could mean anything. Like if you're, if you're a coffee drinker, the Fool. This, I feel like it goes with this, but it goes here. Okay, let me get back to this first. So if you're a coffee drinker, then that would be, and who knows, maybe either the price of coffee is going to skyrocket, or all of a sudden all the coffee fields have been wiped out by bugs or whatever. So you've got to get to the store and buy up all the coffee you can find as your provision. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but that's the idea of it. So prepare yourself, set up provisions, and prepare yourself for this, so you can take part in this. This may not provide anything immediately, so you have to make sure that you have what you need. This is it's going to be high stress for a lot of people, and that's good stress and bad stress. So bad stress obviously being like, oh my god, I have a deadline, and good stress is there's so many. It's hard to focus because there's so many good things. There's going to be a lot of new activity, a lot of new activity. And it feels here like you're going to be invited. You're going to be invited to partake somehow in this activity. Okay, let's get back over here. So there is a swift change coming, a quick change, and it's going to affect everybody. Like most of the people that you know. So this could be maybe maybe you live in like a small town, and maybe there's a couple small towns around, and you're all going to amalgamate. I mean, it could be that simple, but and if it is that simple, then why is there this tower moment and all this activity? So it feels like it's much bigger than that, but that's the idea that I'm trying to convey. Okay, so there's a lot of cards here. What's here? 4 cups, another tower, a 7 of cups, and a king of pentacles. Okay, so I was reading over here, so let's see what these are telling us here. And the energy here is the 5 of cups. All right. Don't allow your vibration to get dragged down because of the negative things that are happening around you. It's going to come to a close. It's going to come to a close. Things are going to start fresh. Then that's what you think, things are going to start fresh, and then this tower moment makes it fresh. Okay. Sorry, this tower moment makes it fresh. So, okay. Okay. So I feel like there's going to be a false tower moment, or a mini tower moment, or a false tower, one that's I keep hearing false tower moment, but it could mean just a mini one. There's okay. There are reservations about how to move forward. There's maybe not reservations. I feel like there's some kind of not argument, but yeah, disagreements on how things should move forward. Then I think, okay, yeah, there's something has come, something comes to fruit, to this a consensus, I guess you could say, and then the real tower moment happens. The one that is actually the one to change everything, the one to. But like I said, I feel like this is good. This is all good stuff. And I feel like you're being invited to take part. All right, let's get a couple more clarification cards here. This tower moment under the Justice card. Can you tell us more about this tower moment? Is this tower moment like a practice run? Or is this just a confirmation? Is this a practice run? We've got 2 cards here. So we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Fool. So yes, it's almost like there's you got practice makes perfect. And then the Fool again. Okay, so yes, this tower is like a trial and error type thing. This is where I think this 4 of Cups is coming in. This 4 of Cups, these are like, I'm seeing these like test tubes. Testing. So we're going to try this. Oh, no, after a couple of months, that's no good. Okay, let's try this. No, after a couple of days, that's not working. I feel like there's going to be trial and error, and then a decision is going to be made on how to move, how things are going to progress, how we're going to launch, how you're going to launch off of this tower. And yes, this is, so you're the Fool here, and then the Fool again. Okay. Now, with this tower, that is beside the Page of Wands. Can you tell us more about this tower? Is this... Oh, I don't think that's too many. I think that's too many. Okay, so there's some there. So then we have the 3 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. There's some, So the opportunity provided to you to take part in this, I think you may have some sort of, again, hesitancy. I feel though that somehow you're going to get involved, maybe not right away. I feel like you have other responsibilities that you, or other obligations, there's something else going on that demands your attention. So I almost think you're distracted, but you're not distracted in a bad way. It's not like you are purposefully avoiding anything. I feel as though you're actually moving head on into it so that you can move on to the next. Okay, so we've got the Death card and then the Ace of Wands again. And then on the bottom, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a lot of, there's a lot of new, right? New. Once you're finished with the, it feels as though once you're finished with the unfinished business, that is when your energy will be available to take part. That's when your energy is going to be available to take part in this. So we see we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And there's going to be resistance. Not, you're not going to resist, and whatever you're going to be doing here, those other people aren't going to be resisting. There's going to be outside resistance, like protests. Okay, let's get some clarity on that one. I'm going to use my Gypsy Witch deck on this. This is only the second time I've used this deck. I used to read regular playing cards years ago, it's called cartomancy, and that's basically what these are about. So there's there's like a little explanation on the side that I don't use because it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't use the cards I don't use this deck the way that they are intended. Ace of Clubs. So there's I feel like anything that whatever, however you choose to approach the these next couple chapters, there's going to be some kind of, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel that there is so this Ace of Clubs, the so in the so this Ace of Hearts, that would be the Ace of Cups. Okay. The Ace of Diamonds, or the Diamond suit, is Pentacles. The Spade suit is Wands. And then the club suit is, the spade suit is Swords, and the club suit is Wands. So I feel like so this is Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's definitely you're going to feel that, not that you can do anything and nothing's going to happen to you, but you're going to have the feeling that when you're faced with a decision that is not frivolent, you're going to have the feeling that there is some kind of voice maybe talking in your ear saying you better check that out, or there's going to be I feel like some kind of protection from bad things, or reducing the level of badness. I don't know how to explain that one. Okay, so I want to know more. I want to know more about this Ace of Pentacles. What else can you tell us about this Ace of Pentacles? I'm seeing this as an opportunity, an invite into an activity or an event. Seven of Diamonds. So that would be Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So that this is Okay, so if you read the side here, it says the flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralizes the evil of near lying unlucky cards and increases the value of lucky ones. So this is a Seven of Pentacles again. Okay. So Eight of Swords, that is anxiety. Um, and then the Nine of Wands is having to carry on even under burden. Okay. Is there any additional confirmation that you would like to share with us with this deck of Gypsy Witch cards? You see that? One of them actually elevated right off of the top of the, there, it's probably that one. Two of clubs. So Two of Wands. So there's definitely, this is going to be a long, it's going to be a long path. It's going to, this fool is on a short journey. This fool is on a long journey. Okay. One more card for clarity, please. One more card for clarity. What else would you like to share with us, if anything at all, from this deck? Okay, so the Jack of Spades. So this would be it's a combination page Knight of Swords. Hmm. Okay, so this is exactly what I thought. Okay, so the Shepherd indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feelings. So this community. Okay, so there's this. This is. I think you're going to learn about community. I think that's what you're being set up for, is to learn about community. And then when you get to this school, you're going to be learning about this, whatever this is. This is something groundbreaking. Groundbreaking. And you must be really smart. You're either really book smart, or maybe you're a really good communicator. Maybe you're maybe you're good at, I don't know, laws. Like maybe you're a lawyer or something like that. But I feel like this is groundbreaking. Whatever this is, it's going to shake the earth. Five of Pentacles. So it's definitely going to be. So this Five of Diamonds, even though diamonds is pentacles, it denotes wealth, money, resource. Um, in the regular cards, it's actually a good uh, card. So this is there's going to be success. There's going to be success. And it's going to be okay, so this tower, it's this tower is actually like floating on water, it looks like. And this tower over here is on a rock. This anchor, this new success is going to have a good anchor. It's going to be, so it feels like it's going to be on sound ideas, not crazy willy-nilly ideas, not crazy willy-nilly processes, not crazy willy-nilly. Okay, so anything else you'd like to tell us? Queen of Diamonds. Children signify friendly disposition and gentleness. So there's a visual, if you will, to take into. I'm reading this as you may be called upon to mentor, uh, uh, maybe mentor young minds, maybe even mentor old people. Not the word mentor. Maybe it's more of spend time with them, like maybe visit grandma kind of deal. And the energy on this one is the Nine of Diamonds or the heart. The heart signifies great joy when near. So that is this is feels a happy to me a little bit. Feels like it's going to be a joy that is going to be, there's going to be hard work to accomplish it. And it's going to be hard work by a number of people. And so we have the boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So there's I feel as though this should not be this goes here. This should not be this hope over here, receiving what you need. There's going to be a balance, like about something's going to happen here for a balance. And then I think that there's going to be okay, what's going on? What do you need? What are we missing? And I think you're going to get it. And it's going to, I feel like this could potentially be a part of this invitation. Like you're saying, okay, I can't accept this invitation as yet because XYZ. Well, all of a sudden, you're going to receive what you need to close off XYZ and take over this Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting there. That type of vibration. And then we have the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Again, I think this is something this story has been told. This is what I'm getting here. Or this is what I'm hearing, this is what I'm being told. This story, we're done with it. There's nothing more to elaborate. I want to say bluntly, shit's going to hit the fan and you're going to think that that's done. What now? That's done. What now? But this is not this this ending was a precursor to a mini ending. And the mini ending produces opportunities for people to speak up about ideas where they think there can be potentially improvements, what can be put to the wayside. I'm hearing like thrown away. So all of these things are kind of, I want to say, put in a hat. And the ideas are going to come, the ideas that come out of that brainstorming, if you will, is what's going to progress us on to the next thing. The transformation, I feel like, well, we all know when the phoenix burns to an ash, they come back up instantly, all in their glory, if you will. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles here, with these Oracle cards, is there any way that you can confirm for us that this Queen of Pentacles is the majority of the collective that is going to move positively? Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Okay. So I feel as though there's going to be, I have to laugh. So yes, it is the collective. There's many, 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 and everybody is doing their own thing, their own way to get the best results that they can get. This is what I'm here. This is what I'm getting here on top of this Queen of Pentacles with this keys on a ring. There's I'm hearing in my head that there's got to be a mechanism. There's got to be a mechanism to detect a mechanism to not detect to be able to enact something, a mechanism. So there's got like a board of directors, maybe, I'm not sure. There's got to be something that is going to give the okay, I guess, is what I'm like. Yeah, give the okay. So there's got to be like one boss, and I feel like that's Queen of Pentacles. And the energy here is ascending, fitting, if you ask me. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So what I'm getting here today is that things are pretty shitty right now, and they're going to be shitty for a while. There's going to be it's going to be one giant roller coaster ride, and I'm hearing, hang on to, don't let go of anything precious. So anybody that, like, loved ones, don't I'm hearing don't let go of them, but then I'm also hearing start fresh. So I guess maybe don't lose sight of the ones that you truly do have a connection with. Yeah, yeah, going through all of this, there's going to be a lot of chaos, there's going to be a lot of people that are be like, what the heck is going on here? And then all the brainstorming happens, and then we're going to get over here, and you're going to be able to take part. Now, I'm not being shown or told at what level you would be taking part, but you will have the opportunity to take part. And there's going to be it's going to be nice. It's once things after this part here, once things kind of start to, okay, we've brainstormed, we've got the ideas. This is how we're going to um, move forward with that part of it, and then the real tower moment happens. So this tower moment, I feel like, is almost a pause in what's happening. Almost like, okay, let's take stock of what's going on here. Let's freeze it. This happens. Okay, bang, oh, the real tower moment. And then this is where people are going to start, that aren't paying attention. People that aren't paying attention are going to be, now this could be 10 people, this could be a million people. The people that aren't paying attention are not going to be prepared. So, like I said earlier, I'm hearing provisions, provisions, provisions. There's going to be numerous avenues on how to get out communications. And there's also going to, this whole exercise is going to be an opportunity for transformation, not just in yourself, but for others around you and rippling out. There's also an opportunity for new types of businesses. I'm not sure. I'm not hearing that you have a business, or that you would be involved in creating a business, but I do feel that you will be instrumental in taking part in this transformation. So for me, this is and I don't normally say this in videos, but I'm getting closer and closer to the feeling that this is about the truther movement. So anybody that's in the truther movement, this may resonate with you. Let's recap here real quick. As I dealt out the cards, this first top row here, I was told to separate them at this point. This would be two separate times. And that there's going to be, so right now you're hopeful that the justice is going to come through. There's going to be an evening or a leveling of some kind of injustice. And that's going to create a closure. That closure obviously then puts you into the Fool. But now that that's all done, it's kind of like, oh, blah, 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 ho hum. And this is when there's going to be a surprising, okay, this is no more good. We're going to have to get rid of it. But what are we going to put in its place? Or how are we going to address the utility of this original thing? that the utility that's required, whatever that is, could be a money system. It could be how are we going to send electricity across? How are we going to, I don't know, how are we going to send mail? If that's, how are we going to do something? How are we going to replace the utility of that without the interference that the other aspects of it create? This is what there's going to be brainstorming, and I feel like this brainstorming and whatnot is not just going to be 12 people or 15 people in a room deciding things. I think it's going to go out to the masses. It's going to go out to people that may be inventors and people that are really smart, that have nothing to do with any of the old ways. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting there. And then I feel like this is the new age. The new age. Okay. And like I said, I feel like the reading is for a large group of people, but then a portion of the reading I feel like is only for a select few, which is the invitation to take part. So this could be speaking on stage. This could be doing a commercial. This could be writing a song if you're a musician, making a artwork, a sculpture, a painting, to get the message out about what's happening. That's what I'm getting here. So that the message is don't give up hope. Open your eyes. Look at the bigger picture. I don't know how else and then I get this children. The children signify friendly disposition and gentleness, but when you look on the picture, I mean they're sitting there playing, but it kind of gives me a children are a big factor, a big part, excuse me, of this whole exercise. Maybe it's a school. I don't know. I'm just saying that. But don't give up hope. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ear to the grindstone about any opportunities. If you are one of the ones that could potentially be offered an opportunity to take part directly, that's what I'm hearing. You're going to take part directly. So this could be even like you've invented some kind of contraption that's, I don't know, going to do something fantastic. And it's now just coming through. Like now I know that there is a company in Western Canada that has refitted logging trucks to be more um, carbon neutral or whatever the word is. And they're having a hard time getting their idea to market. So it would be that type of thing that they would need to keep their ear to the grindstone, that they may, from there all the way down to making a commercial on television, writing a song, anything like that. If there's an opportunity to take part, if you have the skill or talent, keep your ears to the ground. You may be offered an opportunity to take part. So the message for today is just basically strap on your seatbelts, because we're in for a bumpy ride, bumpy, crazy, emotional ride over the next. I'm feeling this is not just a week or 2 weeks. This is a long, this could be a year, 2 years. This is a long, this is going to happen quickly. I think. Sort of. This is going to, I think it feels as though there's going to be multiple worlds, multiple endings, multiple closures, it's going to keep going, and it's not going to, and as those are being closed off, whether it's a system that has to be closed off or an emotional thing that's got to be closed off, this is the brainstorming to address the issues that will come with that. That's the better way to explain that. Okay. And developing new ideas. So hold on to your hat, keep hope, or keep your ear to the ground for opportunities if you're one of that select group. And always, I feel like always have love in your heart, always feel despair is not in the cards. Okay? Despair is, it feels like there's going to be despair, but you'll be able to shun that away. I feel like you're gonna develop some kind of coping mechanism, whether that's going to therapy, listening to music, however it is that you relax. You are going to develop something that is going to help you get through all of this. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. And so if you're already in a volatile, I guess is the word, situation, you may want to start now reaching out to professionals that are trained in this type of support. Again, my readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. My name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. And if you've been passing that puff, you better be hitting that like button. So, again, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. And I have a joint rolled. I better go smoke that before I start the next reading. Namaste.